Welcome back here, 2015 NXL Virginia Beach Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Steve Rabikoff and Todd Martinez. We have been blessed with an amazing day here, an amazing event, and some awesome paintball. So far, AC, Dallas, and San Diego Dynasty have advanced to the semifinals. Right now, it's Xfactor versus Infamous, and then Impact in 187.
Matty, and I'll tell you what, if you miss those morning games, you definitely miss something special. This is the type it's gonna. If this is the type of day it's gonna be, then this is gonna be awesome. Two top-tier teams right now, squaring off. Xfactor and Infamous, both teams played really well to lead up to this point. Damian Ryan getting shot first for LA Infamous. He's gonna come walking off, and another body drop, and Bobby Vilas trying to fill. It looks like Xfactor's making the power moves early here over on the Dorito side. But Alex Goldman sneaks into the snake. Not sure if anybody picked him up. They do now. And he gets shot from across the field as Archie Montemayor came to play today, making a big move down the Dorito side, getting a couple kills, and finishing off Alex Goldman to put Xfactor up 1-0 to start this match.
Beautiful work by Archie Montemayor and Colt Roberts and the whole team from San Antonio Xfactor. They had a full court press going on over here. They did allow Alex Goldman to get in the snake, but too many bodies dropping for Los Angeles Infamous, and this first point's going to go to Xfactor. Let's check out this replay here. So you see there's Alex Goldman running and gunning into the snake, and immediately doing what he does, gets right to the 50-yard line. And Rab, you know they got to contain Alex, but not tough to contain him when you shoot everyone around him.
Yeah, they finished everybody off real quick, and Archie Montemayor went streaking down that Dorito side, so left Alex all solo there by himself, and there's not much he can do. And he's just thinking, hey, man, I got in the snake here. I'm doing my job. What's going on? But, hey, on this field, like we saw this morning bracket, the first match, man, it's going to go down.
Exactly.
That's like, it's wow. I'm lost for words right now, like we all are up here.
Yeah, man, two ridiculous games. Dynasty beating Red Legion after looking like Legion was going to give it to him in the beginning of the match. Dynasty fighting back, and then with 10 seconds left, everybody in the building assumed that we were going to go to overtime, and Dynasty charged through the field. Russian Legion gets a penalty, and Alex Rodriguez hits the buzzer with 1 second left on the clock. Then AC Dallas down a point to the Ironmen. One great game by Matt Jackson coming through, stunting, and then a team effort in overtime with Jackson again and Nate Roberts coming down the snake side, killing everybody on the Ironmen and winning, sending them to their first ever semifinals appearance.
And waiting for we're going to play the winner of the 187 Impact game here.
Yeah, so Impact definitely the favorite here as they won the last event. They looked amazing here also in the prelims, going 4-0.
But had an overtime game against 187. So these guys have already duked it out the first game on Friday. But that's Friday, and today's Sunday.
And that was a really close, high-scoring game, too.
So on the breakout, trying to get right in the snake is Cornell, but Justin Cornell's going to get taken out. That's going to make things a little bit easier for 187 as they're up one body. But, you know, with Impact, it's going to take more than just a one-body advantage. Going to have to take some ground, too, as Impact is some of the best shooters in the game. Looks like Rainey Stanzik in the back center here for Impact. Zach Yakimek, who was outstanding in the prelims over here on the snake side, one of the best standout players for any team.
Zach making a move, getting out to the snake side corner, create some spacing, and they get a kill early. Over here, Dan Zaleski getting shot, trying to make a move on the snake side. He gets picked off. Rainey Stanzik and Zach Yakimek over here on the snake side. Mantoni making a bump back out of that snake side cake to get into the first race bunker. Painter next to him, filling out from the back center, giving support in that snake temple. Stanzak out of the back center now in the first race bunker. He and Zach Yakimek all tournament have been making good fills and winning points over here on the snake side for Edmonton Impact. Mantoni doing the same for 187.
A little surprised here that Zach didn't go into the snake first.
Well, this is what you want. Have Zach hold that position in the corner. Rainey Stanzak comes underneath. The versatility of Rainey Stanzak always apparent. He makes these sort of fills, comes up into snake 2 out of the back center.
Oh, and he takes him out. So Rainey gets it and calls that guy out.
Oh, and then Lazak gets worn out trying to move up on the D side of the field.
They take out both, so look for Impact to go flying down that Dorito side.
Yeah, Lazat did not know that Rainey had made it that far up in the snake. He was just trying to fill the spot that was left over there.
And Rainey just took out the last 4 dudes, man.
There's just 4 187 bodies walking off at the same time. Some quick kills here for Edmonton Impact to go up 1 early here against 187.
Wow. What a solid first point there for Rainey Stanzak. But it is early. We haven't learned anything this weekend. It's not to call any of these games early.
Not at all.
No. We're going to wait to the last 9 seconds, maybe 23 seconds.
It's definitely not in the bag out here.
Nope.
You never know what's going to happen, man, when these teams start playing each other. But that's why it's entertaining to watch.
So here comes Xfactor coming back on the field again with LA Infamous. 2 tournament-winning championship teams. High-caliber players on the rosters from top to bottom on both squads. Xfactor up 1.
Oh.
On the breakout.
On the break, he's going to go running right off.
Yeah, they said
loses his whole loader on the break and gets shot in the head. But he gets Reeser to fill out behind into the snake corner.
So 1 body dropping early for Infamous here. 2 bodies now dropping for Infamous.
Callie Rudolph getting shot. Only Zach Patient, Corey Bornstein, and Trevor Reeser alive now for Infamous. Spread across the back line. Grayson Goff coming out of the back center. Colt Roberts making a move on the Dorito side. Big hook and move out of that snake side temple for Carl Markowski, getting into the second race bunker. Archie trying to fill behind him, but gets shot on the fill.
Colt Roberts making moves on the D side there, Rab.
That's another Infamous player going down, so that's 3 Infamous players down. And here we go, Infamous into the snake 50.
Trevor Reeser trying to make things happen, but here comes Carl Markowski.
Oh, Carl Markowski.
Jump over.
Carl Markowski, the speed demon, Todd, runs up, just stuffs Reeser, and then dives in. He did get taken out, but it doesn't matter because it blows a hole open here for Roberts. And nice job by Grayson Goff to watch over Carl Markowski and get that extra kill there as Carl, just busting it open here, snake side.
Yeah, Carl Markowski there showing his speed. Finally, playing like himself out here, seeing the move and making it happen.
Let's check out this replay. There goes Carl Markowski. He's going to run down that highway, dumps on Reeser, and then jumps right over that bunker. He did get caught on the dive through, but so nice job by Infamous to at least watch over. You can see the front player or back player, but just too fast. My God, Carl is just ridiculously athletic.
Sometimes he's too fast for himself.
Yeah, but he was able to get the shot in on him. So look at this from here, from this other angle. Here comes Carl running in the highway. He cuts inside. Gets the shots. Ooh, it's close right there. So, I mean, Infamous was doing a really good job of watching over him, but, that's where speed becomes a weapon right there.
Keith Brown going a little bit too fast here to the snake, a little too wide, but both 187 and Impact are down 1 player each, so it's 4-on-4 on the break.
Impact sending in Chad Boucher, Nick Laval over there on the Dorito side. Boucher making a bump up into Dorito 3 pretty quickly.
And they take out, is that Nick Slowiak on the?
Yeah, looks like Nick getting shot out in that Dorito side corner.
So it's 4-on-3 with Chad Boucher moving down that 50 Dorito side.
So here
and
comes
all the 187, all 187 players are on the snake side here.
Yep, and Chad Boucher in that tower's got great shots on the snake side.
3 bodies here for 187. From the center to the snake side. Nobody in the snake right now for Impact.
Zane Yakimek locking off the snake side too from that Dorito side cake. He's gonna come back to the back center. Zaleski able to fill to the snake corner from the race bunker. 187 right now, doing a good job of adjusting and keeping Chad Boucher from making a move, locking off the snake side, got a little bit more spacing. Boucher just has to get through that gap to the 50 Dorito, then it's gonna be trouble, but 187 in that snake temple, pumping that gap so he can't make that move. Here comes Laval, gonna come up into Dorito 3 with Chad Bougere. Try and give him some support, throw some more paint. Things getting tight for Mantoni in the snake temple. Eddie Painter in the back center, keeping the pressure on the snake side. Bougere now gonna switch to the outside, try and get a shot on Mantoni.
So rather slow point here. Close game, still 1-0 in favor of Impact. They're even on the body count. And then now here comes Zaleski getting in the snake for 187, up to the 50-yard line. Did they pick him up? I don't think Zach knows where he is yet. Now Zach's gonna go out to the wire, and Dan had a shot on him as he came out, but wasn't able to get it. Zach didn't give him much though.
Zaleski with an opportunity, but now Paint's gonna rain down on him from across the field. Zane Yakimak looks like he's either screwing his barrel on or taking his barrel off in the back center, so his gun's down. But Bougere gets another body over there on the Dorito side. Just 2 players left. Make that just Zaleski now as Mantoni dies. And here comes Zach Yakimak down the highway, and he's going to make Dan Zaleski wear it, sitting in the 50 snake with no help.
Every time Zach Yakimak bunkers somebody in that snake, he punishes them. Goes headhunting
he lets
and
them know, hey,
punishes
man, you might not go back there anymore. Stay
Yeah,
out of
it's
there.
kind of like a wide receiver makes a run through the center.
Get
Just
blasted.
get blasted and laid out every time. That's what Zach Yakimak does every single chance he gets when he runs down. Let's check out the replay here. So here comes Zach Yakimak. Runs close to the bunkers on that inside. We call it the highway. Zaleski had committed towards that side. And you look at that, just spinning around and
Making
just
sure he doesn't
demolishing. So here you can see it from the other angle. So watch the punishment here. Just good grouping, neck and the back of the head here. Just making Zaleski pay.
It's the price you pay to play this game. You're either getting it or you're giving it. It's up to you.
Xfactor down on the Dorito corner, down 1.
They lose Derek Jordan on the D side. And Colt, he's basically shied inside trying to get that unique angle. But Colt I don't think Colt's seen Derek die yet. Archie's right beside him. He must have saw Derek walk off, hopefully telling Colt what the deal is.
Yeah, Archie's the one that's got that gun over there on the Dorito side. Colt Roberts able to get out. Archie Montemayor now making his move up into that Dorito side wedge. So Xfactor able to get some spacing after losing their first body. Infamous. Got Alex Goldman now making his move out of the snake side race bunker. Now he's going to go straight to the 50 snake and stand up. He's going to have a shot on Archie as he crosses the 50 and comes all the way to Xfactor's side of the field. This is going to be trouble. We've seen Alex Goldman do this. Dots up Billy Bernaccia. That's 1 for Alex Goldman. Archie Montemayor has picked him up. Same with Colt Roberts. Both their guns have shifted over here this way. That's going to open the door for Damian Ryan to come down the Dorito side. Here comes he and Templeton.
Everyone's looking at Alex Goldman right now, and here comes Brad McCurley helping his boy out. Going to get one there. Colt Roberts still alive, trying to make moves on that D side.
Colt Roberts going to get shot. Brad McCurley coming in support. He's picking off loaders.
Archie puts his gun up right away and says, that's it. I'm out. Smart move. Alex
One
Goldman,
guy that
get
you
down
have
the snake.
to stop.
Hey, Alex goes in the snake. I'm not staying in the back. I'm going all the way to the other side real quick. I don't care how many are in front of me, and that's what he just did.
Absolutely. He's the one guy you have to stop over here on the snake side if you're Xfactor. He has been the guy this entire event out of everybody that has gotten on to the opposite side of the field the most. Wouldn't you agree?
I would definitely agree, and I felt that Xfactor did do at least a good job shooting the guys around him. They know that. You know, Xfactor, they know what Mouse does. They've played against him for years. So you look at this replay. You can see he goes right there in past snake 2, right to the 50. No one's shooting at him. No one's in front of him. And that's how it's done. That's just textbook Alex Goldman move right there. I'm going to go all the way to your side. I'm going to blow apart your front guy because I beat him to the punch over here. And then everyone starts looking at Mouse. Everyone's looking at Alex Goldman right now. And that allows the rest of his team to come up and put a point on the board. And they needed that one as Xfactor was up 2 before that. Now it's a 2-1 game. Heading in here to this matchup, Edmonton Impact and 187 crew. It's been all Edmonton Impact. So now 187 crew needs to put a point on the board, keep their chances alive in this quarterfinal matchup.
187 unable to get any kills on the break. Definitely been one of their strengths this year. Impact not giving them any freebies as they go short, stay in the pocket, and then make some bumps with the guns up. Here comes Zach Yakimak again. Bumping out here towards the snake side.
Sure
Justin Rabikoff and Josh Wimette over there on the Dorito side. Cornell and Stanzak doubled up in the back center. Justin Cornell making his bump out, getting into the snake side temple.
Moved out to that Dorito 1, and Cherry Rabbit was just waiting for him.
And there goes the first body. It's Dan Zaleski for 187. And the Dorito over there, that looks like
that Pike?
Matt Derula.
Derula? Yeah, I think it is Derula.
So we got Mantoni over here in a tough position for 187. He's going to need some help. He's got Painter behind him, but there's nobody wide. And Impact is just rolling the guns over here on the snake side. Here comes Justin Cornell. Yakimek bumps out to the snake side corner. 187 bumps into Dorito 3. But Cornell's now going to be in the 50 snake, and Eddie Painter does not know he's there. Here comes Mantoni. Mantoni, I don't think he knows where Cornell is either. Painter gets torn to bits trying to make a move. Here comes Justin Rabikoff flying down the Dorito side. He blasts Mantoni in the back of the head and bunkers out Pike. What a big move there by Justin Rabikoff
cleaning things
down the Dorito side.
Yeah, Justin Rabikoff. You know, I watched a ton of game footage to see, you know, what happened at the last event, because when we're calling the games, it happened so fast. And I noticed that, you know, he wasn't doing it flashy. We started to call it later on in the events, but Justin Rabikoff had an amazing Sunday for Impact to help him win that tournament. Calm, methodical,
consistent,
nothing too crazy. You know, he got Paintball famous by, let's check out this replay here, you know, so. And as here comes Justin Rabikoff. You know, this is a little flashy, but he's finishing off the point. Just playing really smart, consistent, aggressive paintball. Not really forcing it too much, not dying out of spot too much. But, you know, we had talked about Cornell a lot, and we Wimette. They played great. Obviously, Impact as a full team played solid. That's why they won the tournament. But I just, you know, got to give some props to Justin Rabikoff as we see this run through helping clean it out here for his team. But after watching those games over and over, he really played awesome, man, on Sunday for Edmonton Impact at the last event. So if he can keep it up and they can get Cornell rolling over here and Yakmek rolling over here on this snake side, Impact is, we know that they're obviously a favorite here, beating 187 3-0 so far in this match and looking pretty good doing it.
And here comes LA Infamous back on the field again. Aviles, Templeton, McCurley, Ryan, and Goldman. Markowski, Montemayor, Goff, Roberts, and it looks like Kemp for San Antonio Xfactor.
All 5 alive, both squads playing short.
Grayson Goff, first one to die out of the back center. Catches a stray ball. I think Drew Templeton might have shot back in on him.
That's the bunker you got to stay alive at. You can't get hit at back center.
We've seen a lot of people die at the back center, though. You know, that just means people are running and gunning pretty well out to their spots. Carl Markowski making a move out of the snake side corner to get into the 50 snake.
And as they say, as you say that Infamous loses a player, looks like Drew Templeton. So Infamous is down 1.
And Damian Ryan is trying to shoot the bounce shot here in the snake. He's going to have to fill out. He does. Archie Montemayor comes to back up Carl. So Carl in real good field position right now.
Carl posted down the wire. Closest body on the snake side for Infamous is the snake side temple. Damian Ryan making moves up the Dorito side, though. He jumps into the tower. Markowski still posted down the wire. Goldman bumps out to the first race bunker. Roberts bumps back to the back center, but he loses Kemp, so he goes to the Dorito 1. Alex Goldman asking for a check right now.
And he's hit.
And he's hit, and he's going to walk off.
Two Xfactor, 2 Infamous players down, so it's 3-on-3.
Carl Markowski gets to his knee, whizzes a ball past Brad McCurley's head, but gets shot as Damian Ryan stands up tall, using his height to shoot down on Carl Markowski in the snake. Montemayor still alive here in the snake side corner. Colt Roberts, so it's Roberts and Montemayor looking at Ryan and McCurley. And Bobby Aviles comes out of the Dorito 1. Colt Roberts gets shot, just Montemayor left, and he is going to get picked off by Aviles and McCurley.
So a couple inopportune deaths there for Xfactor kind of sealed the deal for Impact. It was a close point until Xfactor started getting peeled off. So Infamous making this a game here.
Point approved.
Here comes 187 back on the field. Chet Bougier, Randy Stanzak, Zane Yakimak, Keith Brown, Nick Laval. 187 sending out Nick Slowiak, Dan Zaleski, Matt Derula.
You know, with 187, you know, was really doing well at the beginning of this year. You know, they're getting big production out of Slowiak on the break. In-game dynamic moves by Matt Derula. Big power moves down the Dorito side by Nick Lizotte. Zaleski playing smart, controlled paintball, getting tons of kills quietly over here on the Snake side. You know, all these guys got to step it up if they're going to give Impact the game over here.
Well, you know, they hit a wall right now against Impact, and it looks like body dropping for each team.
And
but
a penalty on 187, so they're down 2, and Impact is down 1 as well. Chad Bugier's walking off, so.
You know, but this kind of started, they lost real big against the Ironmen in their last game of yesterday's competition. They still made it in at 2-2, but at the same time, we started to see cracks in the armor for 187 in the last match against the Ironmen. So yesterday in the morning.
Keith Brown goes straight to the 50 Snake and gets a kill across the field.
That puts 187 with just 2 players left, down 3 players immediately with that penalty.
Keith Brown getting in the game and making a difference right away. Brady Stanzak once again over here on the Snake side, being alive, doing his job.
That's going to make it 4-0 in favor of Edmonton Impact, and
just looking,
not finding any.
Just playing well right now.
Well, Impact's doing everything right, and 187, Todd, like you were breaking down, they don't have the guys that were contributing before. They're not shooting players off the break, and then when they are, and it's a close game, they're not being the aggressor, you know, and they're just getting beat to the punch right now.
Yeah. You know, the thing is that, you know, it's something that the top teams do sometimes is try and turn it on and turn it off. You know, and only some teams can really do that. And I feel like unless you've won a title, then you can really understand what turning it on and turning it off is. And I just feel like 187 tried to turn it on, wait and turn it on in the prelims, and it's just not happening out here right now against Impact. Here we have Infamous coming back on the field against Xfactor. Infamous coming back, tying it up 2-2.
Lose Alex Goldman on the break, going to the Snake, and they lose another Infamous player on the Dorito side. Can't see who that is yet,
Drew
but they're
Templeton.
down 2 players. Drew Templeton is out, so that's the 3rd player. Infamous is down as well.
Bobby Aviles makes a big move down the Dorito side, but gets shot.
But takes out 2 Xfactor players, so.
Yeah, and it's Archie and Colt, too, so those are the 2 guys you don't want to lose. Billy Bernaccia is still alive.
Damien and Brad left for Infamous.
You know, I was talking to Billy before the start of their match and saying he's fighting through kind of multiple, he's got something wrong with his lower back, something wrong with his leg, but he's just out there playing anyway, trying to get it done. So struggling through injuries, but right now in a really key position for San Antonio Xfactor, Billy Bernaccia. You know, when Billy plays well, Xfactor plays well, because Billy is a rock and a snake a lot of the times. He played so well in that World Cup victory that they had.
We got Kovar over here behind Billy, and Grayson Goff filled out, and I think Grayson was the one that got that shot on Bobby. If he had not done that, Bobby was going to go to town on that Dorito side. So Goff is definitely way wide over there on the Dorito side for Xfactor.
Leaving only Infamous with back center. And,
yeah,
and
just
Snake,
Damian
Snake
Ryan.
Corner, so it's 3-on-2 Xfactor in favor right now. 2 players alive.
McCurley focused across the field. He's crossed up with Damian. Like Damian might be breaking a little pain as well. Kovar makes the fill out to the Snake side corner. He's going to push Billy up 1 knuckle. Brad McCurley going to have to respect him. And Kovar gets a shot down the wire on Brad McCurley. And now Billy Bernaccia is going to have the freedom to run down the field. He takes advantage. And it looks like Infamous is going to blow the horn, throw in the towel. Damian Ryan looked like he wanted to take that 3-on-1 on.
He wanted
out blazing.
Yeah,
he will.
He's not scared. Well, let's check in with Lauren. Score 3-2 in favor of Xfactor. Still some time left.
Hey guys, Max Trailer is over here in the 187 pit with a broken foot, holding his team together. They're all arguing, and he is saying that there's one fundamental thing that will change this entire game, and that's communication. It's not calling out the bunkers, it's breaking down the field while they're out there and figuring out what moves to make next together in the moment and being together, feeling that connection. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Back to you.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, he's got a good point. But it's tough. You know when you're losing guys, and then you're like, okay, well, I was supposed to watch the Snake, but we just lost our guy on the D side. Do I switch my gun over here? And it gets confusing out there. So, yeah, you got to talk it up. But also, you know, it's a 3-act structure, man. Get all your guys out alive. Once they get out alive, get them up the field, and then close the point out. So Impact, 187 is just not able so far to get any production in that first act of the point. Right now, though, 5 players alive for them. And
Justin Cornell saw the ref running at him, and he's like, well, I'm clean. And he's throwing his gun. He's freaking out of there for a second. He's like, wait a second.
But then he gets shot making a move
blasted.
up to that snake side cake.
Well, here's the opportunity for 187. Up a body here. Can they capitalize?
Well, 187 also has to continue to attack. I mean, Trailer is 100% right. They have to communicate. If people stop communicating, things get silent, people get inside their own head and come out of character. They need to continue to talk and also continue to be aggressive. If they see bodies come up, they need to roll the guns, figure out where the bodies are, put pressure, and then make moves.
And as you say that, Eddie Painter gets taken out on that Dorito side, so it's 4-on-4. Each team has lost a player.
Impact right now just pounding guns towards the snake side from that Dorito side of the field. Stanzak in the Dorito cake. Wamet in that Dorito side race. Just pounding paint towards the snake side. Nick Sloviak going to bump out of the back center into the Dorito 1. Zach Yakimek not having problems moving out to the snake side, but gets picked off this time as he comes out of the snake temple. Rainey Stanzak backs up real quick, comes in, takes over Zach's spot. Here comes Zaleski, making a big move, getting into the 50. He's going to cross, and he's going to make it on the Impact side. Joshua Met picked him up and then gets shot trying to fill back to get a shot on Zaleski. Stanzak jumps into the corner.
Todd, Zaleski might have caught one. No, referee calls him clean. Zaleski was slow playing it there for a second. Might have caught a bouncer.
And you see, that's what happens there. When you make the move, Rainey Stanzak coming out of the corner, he gets Zaleski, but then he gets shot on the back. But this is exactly what I was just talking about. Zaleski makes the move. He didn't shoot anybody, but just by jumping onto their side of the field, he caused chaos. That allowed Joshua Met to get shot. That forced Rainey Stanzak to make a move. They go down the Dorito side, shoot Justin Rabikoff, and then Rainey Stanzak has to make a quick move and gets picked off. You just got to keep putting pressure on the other team, keep being aggressive. And the only way they can do that, is if they're talking and knowing where the bodies are, what's going on, get a couple kills early, continue to work as a team.
No, that's a very good point, Todd. And it was good to see Zaleski, who we've seen just play flat out, phenomenal for 187 to, help get the franchise to this point, have a big one there for 187, help get him on the board, though. Pretty much everyone that played that point for 187 had a pretty solid performance. So right now, Xfactor with the slight lead over Infamous. See our drone shot, getting the eye in the sky view here on the breakout.
Go. Make it to this corner. Oh, wow, he made it.
Oh, Xfactor.
5 alive,
Runs
both
3
squads.
bodies to the snake side. Everybody gets in alive. Markowski goes in long. Kovar comes behind him, and Archie comes underneath. Markowski's going to get into the 50 snake, look across the field right away. Infamous, and Markowski's going to make the turn and go across onto Infamous's side of the field.
And he got that shot.
Kevin Rudolph on the Dorito side.
And I think he's going to get another one. He's got an angle on that back corner bunker, but you see there Markowski on your screen shooting that crossfield shot. And Infamous is letting him live in here right now.
Reeser in the back center. He tucks in, gets small and tight. Looking at Markowski. Looks like we got Meter over here in the first race bunker for Infamous.
Markowski's got a lot of support behind him. Archie Montemayor right behind him. Michael Kovar right behind him as well. Kovar's going to get, Mike gets chronoed. His gun shooting clean. Markowski all the way. And he just chill out here. He does not need to engage right now. He's going to come around. Oh, does he get the shot? Oh, missed him. And then he's going to creepy crawl up to the very end. This is as far as he can go without completely committing. Somebody's got to get behind him.
Yeah, here comes Kovar. He comes in. He's going to go to the 50 snake and watch over Carl.
Oh, and he takes Carl out.
Yeah, and also it looks like Derek Jordan dying on that D side, so Kovar is going to have to clock in right now. Kovar past the 50-yard line, and this is going to focus those guns on Kovar. So now Archie's going to have to find a way to drop a shot in on one of these last remaining Infamous players. 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go here. 3-2 is the score. Xfactor with the lead. It's 3-on-3.
Meter shooting the edge. He knows there's that Kovar's in there. He's worried about him coming all the way to the end again. Reeser moved out to the snake side temple to gun up as well. Archie's sitting at the second race bunker, trying to find the bodies. Grayson in the middle of the field.
Ooh.
Everybody's looking at Kovar.
Yeah, everyone's looking at Kovar. It's up to Archie or Grayson right now. I mean, Kovar can engage, but he's got to be really careful. I mean, he's gunfighting 3 guys right now.
Kovar comes out, takes a shot at Reeser. Goes back down, posts up again.
But at the same time, I mean, this is 5 minutes, though. They try to take 5 minutes off the clock and win it this way. It's going to be difficult. Kovar is fighting like a wild man over here.
Kovar really wants Reeser. Meter makes a move. He comes to the second race bunker. Archie still gunned up straight ahead, though. Reeser's wrapping around. Kovar still looking. Here comes Meter. And he is going to trade out with Kovar. Archie, he comes into snake 2. Reeser moves into snake 1.
2-on-2 right now. Who's going to get the drop?
Here comes Reeser.
Archie and Reeser trade out. It's going to be Grayson Goff.
One.
It's going to be a one-on-one situation here. No, actually, there's 2 players for Infamous on that D side of the field. So right now, advantage definitely goes to Infamous.
So there's Zach Patient and Dorito 3. Looks like Bornstein behind him in that snake corner. Bornstein's going to cut out, come back into snake 1. Grayson Goff, he makes a move but gets shot on the move. As Bornstein cut to the inside, Goff didn't see a move, and Bornstein picks off Goff.
Well,
So Zach Patient over there on the Dorito side with Corey Bornstein.
As we
Man,
say, as we say often, bend don't break, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Xfactor definitely had a couple opportunities right there, but held strong, made some moves, take the pressure off themselves, and then that Dorito side pull it out for them there at the end.
Now Impact is going to come out here, play this next one against 187. The pretty solid 3-point lead here. 4-1 is the score.
30 seconds.
Let's check out a replay as there's Kovar, who was doing an aggressive job in there. He didn't get shot out of his bunker. They had to run him down. He was definitely riding on the edge, gunfighting 3 guys, and then Archie comes in. Reeser's going to play the aggressor here. He's going to run in, knows he has 2 guys left on that D side, clear out Archie out of the snake, take their important player off, and that left just Grayson Goff. So nice, good teamwork there by Infamous to absorb the attack from Xfactor, and then
get it right.
Yeah, and then just make those chess moves. Nice job.
So 5 alive, both on 187. But as I say that, I give him the commentator curse. 187 loses Eddie Painter, it looks like, or Matt Derula, my bad.
Mantoni up here again, trying to just lock off that snake side. Keith Brown getting out to the snake side corner. That's always trouble for Mantoni when the body gets out wide. Zach in his mirror. Zach's going to back up, go back to the snake temple. Zane in that back center. Nick Laval in the center wedge, playing heads up.
Looks like Nick Slowiak moved out to that Dorito corner, get out wide there, so.
Oh, and Keith Brown getting shot by Mantoni out of that corner. Huge shot by Mantoni right there. He definitely needed that. He was feeling the pressure in that snake side cake, and that's definitely going to help out Zaleski. Zach is still in that snake side temple. Zane switching back and forth.
Yeah, tactical retreat for Mantoni.
Here comes Mantoni coming in behind Zaleski.
Time definitely a factor now here as under 5 minutes to go, and 187 has to score 3 points to tie it up. So look for Impact to just take the moves when they see them and try to stop the push that has to come from 187. Zaleski now in the snake on your screen, notch 2. Being put in right now by, is that Zach or Zane? Zach?
That's Zane.
Yeah, is it Zane? Okay,
No, that's Zach in the corner, my bad.
So Zach in the corner here.
Zane's in the middle.
So Zane Yakimek In the middle, his brother Zach on your screen, number 10. Zach, the taller of the two brothers. Darker hair, that's how you can tell them apart. Also, Zane has a much better beard.
That's Ron back in the back corner. That's his alternate ego.
So,
Zach just pounding Zaleski in Snake 2.
so Zaleski.
Antoni now out to the Snake corner behind Zaleski. Zaleski in a turn getting to the 50.
So right now, you can see there on the D side of the field, the three bodies over here on that side and in the back for Impact. And Impact drops a body in the center. That's Nick Laval who walks off. That's going to make life easier in the Snake.
187 making a move up into Dorito 3. Painter on the inside next to him. Saw Zaleski come across and get on Impact side of the field to help score a point. Last point. See if he decides to do it again. There he goes. Sneaks in as Zach turns and looks on the inside. And now Zaleski might have a shot. Look to pick up Zane. Guns up on Zane. Here comes Zach Yakimek down the highway, and he's going to stuff Zaleski again.
And stays alive.
We've seen that. Zach has done that exact same move twice this event. I think against the exact same guy,
and that's going to be, he's going to get pulled out.
Mantoni is begging for a penalty. The referee is running over there, and I think it looks like Mantoni. No, they are going to give the major. So Mantoni begging for it, gets it. Ref comes over, pulls that major. Zane gets pulled out, and that's going to do it here as Nick Sloviak runs up that D side and hits that buzzer. So Mantoni forcing the issue. Dave Baines is freaking out and screaming at the referees in the pit right now for Edmonton Impact as the referees have a little conference over here and the next two teams spilled out here. But the tables have turned in that point as 187 puts another one on the board. We got a closer match. Not a lot of time left in that game, though.
But hey, they're putting themselves in a position to get that game tied.
So we'll watch this replay. So there's Yakimek with a beautiful move. Cuts down the highway. Done this exact same move before here in this tournament. Did it flawlessly. Ref's going to get in there. And here comes the move by Mantoni. So he's going to try. He shoots him. Yeah, I mean, so if we can run this back, Mantoni's begging for the major. So watch Zach. So Zach takes one. And it looks like he might have spun here on Mantoni. You be the judge. Rab Todd, what do you think?
Here we go. Let's see. He's already posted up towards him, so.
Well,
no,
yeah.
he wasn't posted up towards him.
No,
he's posted inside.
Okay, so wait.
He's posted inside.
Okay, his gun is
gets
turned
shot,
now. Barrel's
he
to the
turns.
left. He turns his gun.
Yeah, but
watch.
look, we can't really see when the hit happens. So Mantoni guns up right here. The ref's going to come up. When does Mantoni start shooting? Mantoni starts shooting right there. Okay, so right there, Mantoni is now shooting. The gun is not turned yet towards Mantoni. Now, if we keep rolling it, then he keeps turning the gun. I don't know, man. I think that's a penalty.
Yep.
I think that was a good call. It was a bang play,
yep.
But I think that was pretty close. Todd, what do you think?
Yeah, the only thing
I
that I don't know
when he
here
is when he got hit.
Yeah.
Well,
it's hard with the ref.
Well, I saw that. You see the hit appear on his left shoulder. You know, you just don't know if that came from Zane, you know, across the field, because Zane immediately came charging over. You know, but the ref was right on top of him.
Well, maybe let's run it back.
That's what he's looking
maybe
at,
we can
right?
run it back again here real quick. Yeah, so then let's see. It can
Zach,
here. Does Mantoni get hit from Zane? Is there a hit from Mantoni? Where's the hit? Nope, didn't get a chance to see it.
Too late. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go with the call on the field.
Yeah. Yeah. Inconclusive evidence. Got to go with the call on the field.
All right. 3:25 left in this match. Tied 3-3. 5 bodies alive, both teams. And as I say that, there goes that. Looks like Archie Montemayor has got eliminated. So.
Kovar bumps out to the Snake. Might have taken a bouncer on the way out. Referee checking him. And he is clean.
Tied up 3 apiece here. 3 minutes left to go. Better field position and more because of more bodies over here on the Snake side.
Well, here comes Infamous. Brad McCurley coming across, getting into the Snake. Bobby Vilas bumps out behind him into the Snake side temple. Damian Ryan in that center wedge. He's shooting both ways right now. Zach Patient making the move into the Dorito side tower. Zach Patient been really aggressive on that Dorito side for Infamous. Michael Kovar watching down the wire, shooting at Alex Goldman. Alex Goldman switching to the inside, looking across the field. Bernaccia posted up on Goldman in the 50 snake. Xfactor. They have 4 bodies left as they lose 1. Billy Bernaccia playing tight here in the 50 snake. There's Kovar shooting down the wire. Goldman looking on the inside though. Vilas moves back to the back center. Patient into the 50 Dorito. Michael Kovar gonna have to watch his back from Zach Patient. Brad McCurley searching for shots. Back in snake 1. Talking to his teammates. Brad McCurley at the back beam. Snake 1 trying to look on the inside, looking for Goff in the back center. Billy Bernaccia, he's now gonna try and get a shot on Patient over there in the 50 Dorito. Damian Ryan backing up Patient.
Yeah, so, I mean, Bernaccia is shooting inside right now, and McCurley definitely trying to get a look down that wire. Goldman right behind him. Gun battling for position, but Kovar has done a real good job back here of helping support Billy. Billy talking it up with Mike, and here comes the run down on the inside on the highway. He's gonna get a shot on Billy, and he's gonna keep going. No one shot him cross field yet, and he's gonna get a major penalty on Brad McCurley.
60 seconds.
And with just 60 seconds to go, if Xfactor can keep some bodies alive, they still have 3 alive, but it looks like, I think Bobby Avila's still alive, and he's gonna roast. No, Kovar stays alive. Couldn't get the shot on him. Kovar's gonna try to come and finish this point off here, and gonna beg for the penalty on Bobby. And there's gonna be a minor penalty, I think, on Bobby Avilas, and the towel's gonna get thrown here. So Bobby starting to argue with the ref, so a little bit of chaos here.
Wow, what a series of events that just happened here right now.
Wow.
As Infamous was in control. Brad McCurley makes the big move. Nobody picks him up until the last minute.
And then
The
took too
Dorito
many
1
steps,
shoots
man.
him. The Dorito 1 shoots him before he gets to Kovar. Ref throws a major penalty. Bodies start getting pulled. Bobby Avilas almost shot Kovar coming down the field because he didn't know where he was. The Kovar goes to get him. Now there's a minor penalty. The referee's sorting it out. So here's the replay. Here's McCurley as he switches. I think he got shot in the pack right there. But then as he turned, went to shoot again. But man,
That ref was already running to pull it, but here we go, the breakout.
Yeah, the ref had a pretty good angle on that. So drastic turn of events, and not a good one for Infamous, but great for Xfactor. They're gonna go up by 1, not a lot of time left there, under a minute. Now here on this one, 187 loses a body over here as Zaleski dies early, and they also lose Sloviak out of the center, but Impact loses Cornell trying to get into the snake. There goes Rabakov down on the D side of the field, and Rainey Stanzik pushing out to help Zane Yakimek here on the snake side. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. 187 crew has to attack, down by 2 points.
187 crew shoots 2 bodies over here. Zach and Cornell off the snake side. Rainey Stanzak on cue, goes and fills out to the snake side corner. Sloviak walking off the field for 187. He's following up Zaleski, so 187 able to fill out here. Mantoni in the snake side corner. So just 1 body on each side. On the snake side here for each team. Rainey Stanzak making the move, but
Josh
187
gets taken out. So it leaves Justin Rabikoff and Rainey Stanzak both wide.
Stanzak trying to get a shot across the field. Here comes Mantoni. I don't know if anybody's going to pick up Mantoni. He comes for Stanzak.
That might be a penalty.
That might be a penalty.
He didn't know exactly where he was. And it looks like Mantoni's going to trade out. So, and 187, is that Lazat?
No, that is Eddie Painter. I think that's Eddie Painter. Yeah, it's Eddie Painter on that side.
So Eddie Painter goes and trades out with Rabakov, and that's going to leave just Darula on the field.
Yeah, but barely any time left here, and they're down by 2, so Darula is going to sprint in. He's going to hit that buzzer, probably have maybe, I don't know, 50 seconds-ish left alive here, or on the clock, as Darula was left alive to be able to hit that buzzer. So 1 point now separates those teams. Look at this replay here. Mantoni, yeah, Mantoni's lucky he didn't get a
Yeah, that
penalty
was
there.
That was definitely
I
close.
mean, this is in slow motion, and Rainey
Yeah.
shot him from 2 feet away here, and this gun shoot fast. But you see, Mantoni doesn't know where Rainey is. Rainey's going to come over the top,
30 seconds.
and he's still hasn't shot him. There's the shot, and he jumps over, pulls the trigger. I mean,
Yeah.
that was close. That
Yeah,
could have been a
it
penalty. That
could've-
was as close as the
yeah.
Yakmek penalty.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
seconds.
It's tough, though. We're
It-
watching
It
this
looked
in
a lot
slow-mo.
closer
yeah,
in
it-
slow-mo.
We're watching
Refs
it.
trying
Yeah,
to
it looked
pull
great. Yeah.
real time.
Yeah, in real time, it looked like could have been closer to a bang-bang play, but in slow-mo, Mantoni, a little lucky he didn't get flagged for that one. Let's check in with Lauren at the start of this point.
Hey guys, Coach Bart Yakimek is furious about those last 2 points. He is telling Impact not to make any more moves, to stay in their bunkers and shoot 187 out on the run. Also, keep in mind that Thomas Mantoni is playing with an injured knee. He's screaming in the pit right now. I'm not sure if that's frustration or pain, but he likely will still be going in. Back to you.
All right,
Here
so
comes
closing.
Damian Ryan through the middle of the field trying to open it up for Infamous. He's going to get one. He's going to get two. Gets Roberts and Goff.
I don't know if there's enough time, though, Todd. Here comes Reeser on the attack. Under 10 seconds to go. Reeser's going to run into guns as Bernaccia and Montemayor alive still. I think they have another body on the D side as well. They do. So I think it's going to be victory for Xfactor.
Wow, amazing game.
That was, man, every game
Man,
we've seen
this
so
has been
far
great.
today has been awesome. This is one of the best days of paintball already. After a whole prelims full of OT games, overtime games, and just
morning.
1 point matchups. Every game Dynasty has been decided by 1 point. Wow, man! Let all your paintball friends that know that this event's going on, that they're gonna want to watch this one, man.
If you want to see top-tier paintball,
Here
this
it
is
is.
it. This is it right here.
Yeah, it doesn't get any
The
better
game-
than this.
it
No.
does
On planet
not.
Earth, in the known universe, it maybe in the multiverse somewhere else there's better paintball, but on this planet you can't find it anywhere else.
Wow. Unreal what is happening today out here in these games.
And these players are going after it. Everybody wants it right now. You can
Yeah.
see the hunger. You can
Yeah.
hear it in the pits. You can hear the chants before it starts, to the point when things get close, those unique inside chants that each team has. You really can see these guys are fighting for it out here.
I'm so glad we're having this day out here today. The weather is absolutely perfect. The playing field is level, and everybody came to play today. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly before the start of this next point.
Hey guys, I am standing here with Grayson Goff. Congratulations on that win. Infamous is in their pit throwing stuff all over the place. I ran out of there because I was kind of scared I would get hit. But coming into this match, you knew it was going to be a grinder. You've played them many times. You know how they play. Were there any players you guys were really focusing on, or a side you wanted to eliminate as quickly as possible to make sure you could control the game?
Yeah, we knew they like to send Mouse, and it's, whether Mouse is getting shot or not, they're going to keep sending them. So we focused most of our guns on that snake side, and we knew if we could take their snake guy out, live on that side, then we could kind of counterpunch into that snake.
What is the best way, with the snake being so powerful today for a lot of teams, what's the best way to capitalize? Do you want to cross up and shoot from the Dorito side, mirror? What's the best way off the break?
I mean, we're just putting two guns on it. We're using, back center and then that Dorito side tall cake. And, I mean, but beyond that, you really can't slow down that snake. If you don't shoot him off the break, it's easy. And he gets wide, it's easy for him to get in there. So we really had to make our shots count today.
Congratulations to Xfactor advancing on. We'll see if 187 or Impact will be joining them. Back to you guys.
20 seconds.
You and Steven go to the 187 tent see what kind of reactions we get.
Absolutely. So you want him to
10
film inside the
seconds.
pit their reaction?
You betcha.
Copy that. Yeah, they want you to film reaction when people win, so go to the 187.
So 1 point here, 1 point game, less than a minute to go. Can 187 tie it up, take it to overtime? Here comes the attack from 187. They try to get out wide on the snake side. Ref's gonna check him over. And here comes 3 bodies in the center, and he makes it out alive. So full complement of players here for 187. They're gonna oh no, he ties right after that. I think that was, did they decide to send Drula out here?
Yep.
Yeah, they did. So Drula switching sides, coming here towards
Mantoni, I
the
think,
snake.
was hurt possibly.
That's right, Mantoni fighting through that knee injury, and here comes up to the center, 187, and making moves on that D side as well.
Roberts.
Zaleski checking himself out. I think he's hit.
Yeah,
There's Drula's in the center.
There goes Painter. Just 2 bodies left alive. Darula's in the middle. Sloviak's fighting hard. He gets Rabakov. Wilmette, things are getting tight in there for him. Here comes Zaleski, and he gets blown up by Justin Cornell and Zach Yakimek down the wire. So 187 after trying to mount a comeback with a couple close points, runs out of time as they try and come through here and tie this game up, but unsuccessfully. Edmonton Impact
but
going to
left
take
it
this
pushing
one.
forward, as we knew they would.
Yeah, I mean,
And then, like you said, these games, have all like Impact had a 4-0 lead,
and they came back to pull
187
within
came
one.
back, man.
So hats off to 187. They are going to take a loss here, not able to get into the semifinals again, but they really have to understand where they are in the progression as a franchise, and you know, the future is bright for them as long as they stay focused and let the lessons here. You don't want to. You can see there's the frustration on Thomas Mantoni. Thomas Mantoni played his heart out here at this event. So a dejected 187 going to have to go back to Upton and train up for the last event of the year. So, my God, we've seen some amazing paintball here so far at the 2015 NXL Virginia Beach Open quarterfinals in the Pro Division. We're going to have all the finals from the divisionals also here on the main field. And it looks like AC Dallas is going to be taking on Impact and Xfactor.